Hello, today is October 12th and this is the update on where I'm at today. Working on the windows and came across a little learning experience that I thought I would share while it's in process. So if you are planning to build in the future and are going to be framing windows, something that I didn't realize until it was too late is that you want your bottom sill to be slightly slanted down to the outside so that if you are to ever get rain or some type of moisture in, that it's gonna slide outside instead of just sitting on the windowsill or possibly coming to the interior. So I'm kind of making it work. I guess what you would normally do is make your framing a little bit, add a little bit extra to the height to account for putting in something to kind of shim it, which I didn't do, but we're making it work. Luckily on this new window that I'm going to be putting here was a little bit shorter than the window that I had framed it for. So here you'll see I added another 2x4 to account for that a little bit, which was good because I didn't actually have a real header on here anyways. I know ideally you'd have these boards turned, but this is how it's gonna be. So here you can see something is in process here. I'll show you. Luckily I had some redwood shingles that came along with some of the barn material that I harvested last year. So these shingles are slightly slanted, as maybe you can see there. So I just cut them to the width of the frame and I'm laying them out, and all this Tyvek and the flashing that I'm going to put around is going to go over this, so it's going to create a nice smooth surface for, we'll see in the future. But so these little shapes of course are a bunch of little pieces, and so I'm going to use some wood glue to glue these down before adding, and that's what's in process over here. So I have done that to these other windows, and it's clamped down with letting the wood glue dry. In here as well. So I've got 3 windows to do that to. The bay window, I'm not going to be too concerned about, because where the edge of the window and all the weather is going to be hitting it is going to an outside encasement, which I can walk around and look at that too, because I don't think I've showed the Tyvek since we put it on. It feels kind of like showing off her underwear or something. This is supposed to be more discreet. But yeah, so this window, sunlight isn't making it very easy. This is all going to be an enclosed box that I'm not going to be too concerned about being super duper waterproof. I am going to put Tyvek on it, but I'm not going to worry about angling the bay window, because how do you do that to begin with, and it's not going to be as big of a deal. But yeah, so October 12th is essentially in rainy season here. We had some ridiculous rains about a week ago, which was on the last video I talked about, but so we're all in kind of like scatter mode right now, and trying to get everything wrapped up. I have the windows to install, which I think I'm going to be able to get them installed by the end of the day, and then I'll be building the box for the bay window, getting that, the sheathing on that, and then we'll be starting on the siding. This is the siding all here I finally got from the salvage yard. I went and picked it up. Some awesome cedar barnwood, which I'm actually taking on the task of running it through a router to get the tongue and groove, because it doesn't have any kind of tongue and groove or lap. And I figure since they're 12-inch boards, there's not as much to do, even though it is really a lot to do. But I should have a helper here in a couple days, and to have 2 people just run them through the router shouldn't take too long. But we'll get the siding on, and then my roofing material should be here. I have that being custom made from a sheet metal place in town. As I said, I kind of like changed my mind at the last minute from the reused corrugated metal here that's full of holes. And I'm feeling really good about my decision, but it sure is going to cost me, which at this point I guess I'm just willing to pay because I need to get this all reined in. So yeah, next video we should see a lot of progress. I will see you better then. Bye!